A champion pushes to the point of exhaustion when nobody else is looking. It's not about who you are, it's about who you can become. I am Meg Wilson, and I am ready for the new season.
Thank you. And welcome everybody to the West Gym here, Simon Fraser University. GNAC women's basketball set to finish off a doubleheader here tonight at the West Gym. The Simon Fraser University Clan coming off a Tuesday loss to Western Washington, entertaining the Yellowjackets of Montana State Billings. And we're about 155 away from the anthems here at the West Gym. Bounce back night for Simon Fraser women. The long winning streak coming to an end, as we mentioned in that Tuesday special here at the West Gym. So Simon Fraser looking to get off on another winning streak here, and certainly the personnel there to do it tonight against Montana State Billings. Of course, if you were with us tonight earlier, you saw the Central Washington Wildcats with a victory over the Simon Fraser Clan men, who fell to 0-9 in the conference. Central Washington improving to 8-2. The last Simon Fraser game, a red-hot second-half performance from Western Washington guard Taylor Peacock, enough to upend the Clan Tuesday night. By the time the final buzzer rang, Peacock's 41 points, second all-time single game in Vikings history, helped the visitors walk away with an 84-72 win. Meg Wilson and Ellen Kett doing their best to respond for the Clan. Wilson leading the way with a 24-point, 10-board double-double. Kett filling the stat sheet with 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Rachel Fradgley as well, 6 of 10 from the field, 13 points, 3 rebounds in 25 minutes of play. The defeat dropped SFU to 16-3 overall, 7-2 in the GNAC, and as we mentioned, looking to get that new win streak going tonight against the Yellowjackets and their head coach, Kevin Wooden. Montana State Billings struggled through much of the season after losing star forward Alicia Breen to injury. But the team picked up a weekend sweep in conference play to earn the GNAC Team of the Week honors. The Montana State Billings hosted both of the Oregon schools. They beat Concordia 69-65 before taking out Western Oregon 74-67 2 days later. Those two victories have the Yellowjackets at 3-5 in the GNAC. The key players tonight to watch: Tiana Hansen, 16.3 points per game, as well as Riley Kane, averaging 11.8 points per game, and doing a lot in the assist department for the Yellowjackets. Last season against Montana State Billings, SFU splitting the games, winning 67-62 in Billings and losing 63-61 right here at the West Gym on February the 18th of 2016. So the starters now being introduced for these two teams. And we will first head for the anthems, be back with more from the West Gym here at Simon Fraser.
Twilight
And welcome back to the West Gym. Great renditions of the American and Canadian national anthems here as we get set for the starting lineups between Montana State Billings and Simon Fraser University. Lexi Prevost, number 21. Riley Kane wearing number 25, the 5'6" guard. Tiana Hansen wearing number 34, mentioned as one of the players to watch here. The Marissa Van Atta as well, number 41, the 5'11" junior. And number 43 is Grace Weeks, 6'2" junior out of Rapid City, South Dakota. And the transfer from Casper College, the Montana State Billings Yellowjackets. Getting set for action here. The Simon Fraser clan now set to be introduced to the home crowd. Melissa Homer, the shooting guard out of Hansworth Secondary in North Vancouver, the redshirt sophomore. Ellen Kent, the Australian product, lead guard, and the fantastic floor general for the Simon Fraser team wearing number 5. Rachel Fradgley, that shooting percentage continuing to climb for Fradge, doing a great job in the front court along with her front court partner Meg Wilson, number 15. And as well, Ozzy Nabucco wearing number 23, the freshman out of Riverside Secondary in Port Coquitlam. What a great start she's had to her collegiate career. So Homer, Kent, Fradgley, Wilson, and Nabucco, the starters again for Simon Fraser as we get set to play GNAC women's basketball here at the West Gym. Again, to those watching from outside of the province of British Columbia, welcome the NCAA's only non-US team, the Simon Fraser University Clan. And we're atop Burnaby Mountain on a rainy, wet Thursday in January, getting set to play. Take a look at those standings in the GNAC right now. Western Washington, the battle of attrition, sitting at 8-1 in second place behind first place Alaska Anchorage. Of course, Seattle Pacific, Simon Fraser, and Western were all tied to begin last week. And Western Washington, the team that emerged victorious, and now in sole possession of second place. Simon Fraser would love to do something about that tonight. Trying to get back into the win column here as Montana State Billings with Grace Weeks, a 6'2" junior, set to jump against Ozzy Nabucco. As we get set to open the second half of our doubleheader here, the tip won by Weeks, and the Yellowjackets in command to start the game. Number 25 is Riley Kane. The Red Lodge, Montana native Riley Kane. Number 41, Marissa Van Atta, right underneath the basket, and a quick score here by the Yellowjackets, and that'll be Tiana Hansen. So a quick 2-0 lead here for Billings on their first offensive touch. Clan now on the attack, Ken in the far baseline corner. Ellen surveys the scene, a cutting Nabucco, can't squeeze the basketball, a turnover for Simon Fraser. And MSUB coming right back down the floor with a chance to double their lead in the early going. 21, Lexi Provo, 25, Riley Kane. Tiana Hansen wearing 34, 41 and 43 respectively, Van Atta and Weeks. Van Atta's pass down low, and the travel is called, wipes out the, what looked like might have been an N1 opportunity for Lexi Provo. So Simon Fraser coming right back down with a chance to tie the game. Turnover on that opening possession. This time to go to Wilson outside the arc. Fradgley, the look down low to Nabucco, and Ozzy with the layup ties the score a minute into this game. Nabucco moving well to the basket. Van Atta now with the basketball, driving through the free throw line into the paint. Scoop shot off the window, gets the roll, and Van Atta will give the Yellowjackets a 4-2 lead. So good execution by the visitors from Billings, Montana in the early going. Here's Wilson, high-low down to Fradgley, but the pass off the mark and it bounces around. Montana State Billings, Van Atta with 3 ball off the side of the iron. Here's Homer, down to Frage, wide open for Rachel for the layup. And an easy make there for Fradsley to tie the game at 4. Here's Wilson looking for the steal, but a recovery by Weeks, and she'll continue down the floor. Well, check that Hansen and Weeks touching it at the end. I'll get my Yellowjackets straight here in a second. 15, the foul is going to go against Meg Wilson, her first foul of the game. So the Yellowjackets inbounding with a fresh shot clock. And they'll go up top to Provo. The handoff quickly to Riley Kane. Screen being set there by Hansen. Kane's drive, dispossessed of the ball, and Kett now back down the floor. Ellen, cross-court pass to Homer. Wilson for 3, and Meg off the mark there. Not by much, but the big rebound swallowed up there by Kane. Riley quickly to Provo. She drives into the defense, can't get the finishes. Homer crashes to the floor. Baseline jumper from Weeks is not going to find the mark. Here's Homer, pulling up from 13, pass to Kett. Ellen driving, faking, scooping, and Ellen Kett with a great job down low, finds a way to score the basketball in the paint. 6-4, Simon's first lead of the game here. So the Clan up 6-4 on a great individual effort by Ellen Kett, the point guard. Battling underneath, nice double team comes for the Clan down low. Drive by the Billings Yellowjackets down low, and Weeks dispossessed of the ball, blocked underneath the basket. And here comes Kett to Homer. Back up top to Nabucco, they'll go to Fradsley, the handoff to Ellen. Kett drives, Wilson thought about the 3, instead he'll drive it. Great defense being played here by the Yellowjackets, down to 9 seconds on the shot clock. Kett tries to find an angle behind the back. Out of a double team to Meg on the baseline, and Wilson can't get it to fall. Great job to attempt the rebound there by Kett, but she falls hard to the floor. And her teammates in to make sure she's okay. Ellen gets up. Nabucco will check out of the game. In comes Sophie Swan. So some physical play, and Ellen Kett feeling it. She plays so many minutes per game against the tough teams in this conference. 6-4 for the Clan here in the early going. Bit of a bobble there, and they're going to turn the ball over unforced. And Marissa Van Atta can't catch up to it on the sideline. Swant with the basketball now to Ellen Kett. Swant on the baseline, Sophie driving, a skip pass underneath to Fradsley, but a great job there by Weeks to defend it, igniting the break on the other side for the Yellowjackets. Kane's pivot gets it back up top to Van Atta for the 3, won't go, but a great job there by Hansen to get the rebound. The offensive board recycles the shot clock. Back up top, the jumper for 3 is going to go off too hard off the back iron by Provo. And Kett now with the basketball. Ellen driving, pulls up to Swant. Trying to use the Swan screen instead. Kett will look to the far corner for Homer. Baseline open. Elisa can't get it to go on the baseline, and the miss there. And the score remains locked at 6-4. Batted away by Wilson. And Swant is going to get the layup. 8-4 for the Clan. 4:35 left in this quarter. And Simon Fraser taking advantage of that clear path to the basket for the lay-in. Jumper is not going to go there for Weeks. Chasing it down, Hansen underneath the basket. And Provo with an opportunity to try and score the basketball, unable to do so underneath the basket. So there's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a short one as well and be back with more from the West Gym in just a moment.
Fear can either drive us back or push us forward to play harder and stronger. To uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits and then have the courage to blow past them. I am Cruz Velasquez, and I am ready for the new season.
Champions are made from something deep inside. A desire, a dream, a vision. Anything is possible if you are determined, dedicated, and if you believe in yourself. I am Lauren Swistak, and I am ready for the new season.
And welcome back to the West Gym, everybody. Howard Samura here, Clan TV. 8-4, Simon Fraser in the early going here. As we come out of a timeout, physical play underneath the Simon Fraser basket early. Clan doing their best to keep Montana State Billings off the boards. Subbing into the game now, number 12 is going to be Brina Hall. As well, Taylor Jackson subbing in wearing number 12 for Simon Fraser. So some changes on the floor for both teams here early on. The jumper there, or the free throw by Van Atta, is going to go, make it an 8-5 game. Marissa Van Atta, the 5'11 junior, will rattle a second one home as well. So Van Atta out of the game. In comes number 22, Taylor Cunningham. So it's Brina Hall and Taylor Cunningham, the two early subs for Montana State Billings. Clan's Homer driving on the baseline. Shot partially blocked and into the hands of Hull. Leading the way down the floor is Kane. Jumper for three is going to swish. And Lexi Provo with a big jump shot there is going to put the Yellowjackets on top, 9-8. So the Clan built a 4-point lead, but a 5-point run here now by the Yellowjackets. Feeding Jackson underneath. Taylor scooping it. No angle to shoot the ball. Taylor had to go underhand underneath the basket and couldn't find the finish. So a tough break there for the Clan underneath. A well-run play to get Jackson, who was moving to the basket. An opportunity to score. It doesn't work for the Clan, and here come the Yellowjackets. Tiana Hansen stripped of the ball by Ket. Sophie Swant running hard. Numbers. The Clan are going to score it. Ket keeps it. Banks it home off the window in transition. 10-9 the score. And a timeout on the floor. Head coach Kevin Wooden wants to chat things over. We'll keep it here over the timeout. Talk about this Simon Fraser Clan team. It's been a productive homestand, although there was that loss to Western Washington. Taylor Peacock's amazing performance on Tuesday, leading the Bellingham squad past Simon Fraser. The Clan now set to embark on a road swing that'll take them to 3 straight games away from the West Gym, starting on January the 26th. A 7 p.m. game in Portland, the Rose City, against Concordia, the Cavaliers. 2 nights later, 7 o'clock start at Monmouth, Oregon, against Western Oregon, the Wolves. And February the 2nd, the Clan back home, against their visitors from Idaho, Northwest Nazarene, the Crusaders, right here in the West Gym. It's going to be the next home game for the women on Clan TV. Back to live action here at the West Gym. That's Brina Hull, her cross-court pass. The jumper is going to fall, and Taylor Cunningham, the sub to the sub, they get things going here and restore the Billings lead at 11-10. Grace Weeks is going to check into the game for Montana State Billings. 2 changes for the Clan. Tia Sang, the freshman, in for Elisa Homer. Taylor Jackson taking a step back out of the game, and Rachel Fradgley now back in. As well, Ozzy Nabucco is going to get back into this game. Beats the buzzer to get back in there. Sophie Swant will come out. Swant had a very productive stint on the floor, bringing that energy off the bench. And the Argyle product, a solid performance early. Almost, and it will be an unforced turnover there. And those are the kind that give coaches gray hairs. The Connection between Sang and Ket just not working out for Simon Fraser. Here's a drive by Montana State Billings into traffic. It's Riley Kane. And the whistle blows. Montana State Billings doing a solid job here, maintaining that 1-point lead with 2.5 minutes left in the quarter. Provo feeding Weeks down low, and Weeks goes right to the basket. Grace with the basket there. And it's a 3-point lead for Montana State Billings. And Van Atta, number 41, checking in to set the check in. The next stoppage. Here's Ket's skip pass on the baseline to Fradgley. Back up top to Ket. Ket's sweeping pass underneath to Nabucco, and Ozzy check that, playing through the contact of Brina Hall. So Brina Hall getting called for the foul, her first of the game, but Ozzy Nabucco, number 32, set to shoot some free throws here. Nabucco going through the growing pains of the freshman in the GNAC. Interesting switch here for Simon Fraser. They'll take Meg Wilson out of the game and bring in Drynan, number 3, the point guard out of Spokane, Washington. Plan going small here as Nabucco makes the second free throw. 13-11 a score, a 2-point lead for the ladies in blue from Billings. Taylor Cunningham, number 22, to Weeks. Cunningham will get it back and work off a high screen. This time looking for Van Atta on the sidelines, to pass right into the Clan bench. And Simon Fraser with a chance to tie or take the lead. Drynan running the point here, wearing number 3, the freshman. What an incredible high school career she had at Gonzaga Prep in Spokane, Washington. Ellen Ket now with the basketball. Ket, the pass, threads the needle of Fradgley. The 3 ball is going to fall, and a great job there for the freshman Tia Sang. Tia Sang so hot in the preseason. And the conference games take on a different tenor, but she's learning to play through that and playing beyond what a freshman would do. Ket taking a hard tumble, no call there. Underneath the basket, weaving and finding her way off the window is Riley Kane. So chalk up a 15-14 lead here now for the Yellowjackets. Fradgley working well with Ket, the give and go, and Fradge with a great opportunity, couldn't cash it in, a jump ball called. And the possession arrow, I believe, I thought it was, I'm having a hard time reading it from here, but it will be Clan basketball. Let's take a look at that replay on Clan TV. Ket threads the needle. Fradge knows she doesn't have the angle, so it's the best shot available, and that's Tia Sang. She drains the big shot there. Sang again, knocks it down again. Tia Sang, back-to-back triples. Simon Fraser with a 17-15 lead in the final minute of the opening quarter. Not playing like a freshman. Tia knocking down back-to-back threes. Ooh, it looked like a travel from here, but no call made there by the officials. Give and go to Cunningham underneath. She bashes into Ket. And I believe Ellen's going to get called for the foul here. Oh, no call. Ball out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock, 30 seconds left in the half. Off the inbounds, that's Van Atta battling against Ket. Tough shot on the baseline, is not going to go. Fradgley with a rebound. Quickly Drynan with 23 seconds left in the quarter. Taylor quickly up the court, and I believe, was that Van Atta? 41, Marissa Van Atta with the foul, her first of the game. Reaching from behind, trying to disrupt her. And a replay here on Clan TV, and look at that form. Tia Sang knocking it down from beyond the arc. Here's Homer, baseline. Skips through the double team, tries to free up a teammate, but can't find their way. Got awfully crowded. And the foul being called against Cunningham, number 22. 15.2, Bruce Langford, the head coach, shouting out one shot to his Clan ladies. 15.2 in the inbounds here coming from Drynan. Taylor's long lofting pass to Homer. She'll take control again. Will number 3, Taylor Drynan. Tia Sang now freshman to freshman to freshman. 3 freshmen on the floor for Simon Fraser right now as we get down to 4 seconds. Homer with the 3 ball. Doesn't go, and that's going to do it here for the first quarter of play. 17-15, Simon Fraser with the lead. Back-to-back triples by Tia Sang. The difference here in a 17-15 lead. Howard Samura here on Clan TV, back with the second quarter of play right after this.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
And welcome back, everybody. The West Gym, Simon Fraser University at the very top of Burnaby Mountain in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Thanks for joining us on Clan TV. I'm Howard Samura, along with our executive producer, Gabe Lynn, sports information director, Steve Frost, and the rest of the Clan TV crew. Thanks for joining us here tonight. The second quarter set to begin and roll through some of those opening quarter numbers. Simon Fraser, 7 of 15 from the field. They're shooting 46.7%. Leading scorer, Tia Sang, 6 points off those 2 triples. Ellen Kent with 4 points, 3 for Nabucco and 2 for Fradsley. On the other side of the ledger, 4 points from Marissa Van Atta lead the way for Montana State Billings, who also have 3 from Lexi Prevost, check that. Look at some of the changes on the floor for Simon Fraser after this play, and a great look down low. And they find number 34, Tiana Hansen, for the lay-in. Sam Beauchamp, number 20, the post out of Holy Cross Secondary in Surrey, now into the game for Simon Fraser. Great lob down low by Sang, but Sam Beauchamp can't find the angle off the glass, and it becomes Montana State Billings basketball. Cunningham, number 22, stays in the game for the Yellowjackets. Her lob to Hansen, who turns around and gets a nice roll. They need to be way more physical with Tiana Hansen down low. Off the early entry, just much too easy. And the Jackets up with a 19-17 lead. Fradsley, in response, comes off the bench for Simon Fraser. Ellen Kent with the 3 ball there. Just what the doctor ordered for Simon Fraser. They get those points back and more to take a 20-19 lead. Great job by Tia Sang. She's working so hard. Stuff in the stat sheet right now. And the foul is going to get called against number 34 of the Jackets, Hansen. There was that 3 ball from Kent on Clan TV replay. Ellen measuring it up, and a specialty for her. But you've also seen her score the tough baskets in the paint like she did in the opening quarter of play. So Ellen doing it all on the offensive end as usual. Homer to Fradsley, double team comes back to Elisa at the top. Homer driving baseline. Plants the pivot, finds Kent driving into the paint. Ellen the skip on the baseline to Rachel Fradsley. Can't squeeze it. And solid positional defense there on the baseline being supplied by Tiana Hansen. MSU Billings shooting 40% in the opening quarter versus the Clan's 46.7. Both teams showing some poise over that opening quarter. Went back and forth, and much the same here in the second quarter of play. Here's a lob down low to Weeks. Instead, Homer's going to come up with a basketball guarding in the post. And she finds Kent to get the ball back up the floor. Here's Sang with the ball. Nabucco releases off the screen, but they go to Fradsley at the top. Homer, great pass to Fradge underneath, and Rachel with a great basket underneath, and love the look that Homer gave her as she led her to the basket for the lay-in. 22-19 Clan. Nice basket there for the Clan in the half court. Van Atta. Look at this suffocating defense from Nabucco. And look at the speed in that freshman's ability to move her feet, but in the end, it doesn't go Nabucco's way. She gets called for the foul. And Ozzy, look at that great pass to Rachel Fragile as she heads to the basket. Nabucco getting called for the foul, but head coach Bruce Langford loves her defense. Quick recovery. Ket goes crashing to the floor there. And they're going to call Ellen for the foul, her first of the game. Clan with a 3-point lead, MSUB new shot clock and possession with Hansen. She'll skip it to Riley Kane, number 25. Ket guarding her in the post, and Kane puts up a shot that's not going to go. Tipped by Fragile into the hands of Wilson, and here come the Clan again with Ket. Great job there, and they make it look easy as they go right down the floor. And Meg finishes. Nice basket by Wilson for a 24-19 lead, a 5-point advantage for the Clan. Prevost guarding Wilson does what she does every single game. She jumps the passing lane. She races the length of the court and she scores with a layup. Meg Wilson, 26-19. Largest lead of the game now at 7 for Simon Fraser. Billings in the half court. That's Brina Hall, cross-court pass to Riley Kane. Kane thought about the three, but Nabucco came out of nowhere. They'll look for Hansen on the baseline, but a double team produces a turnover. Look at Ket's pass to lead Nabucco, and Ozzy right down the floor for the layup. Montana State Billings wants time. They got to talk things over. The Clan on a roll, 28-19 with 6:14 remaining. A great dominant stretch of basketball for Simon Fraser, created by their defense. You saw the Meg Wilson steal. Now you see another turnover for Elaine. A great job by the Clan. And here it comes. Ket down the floor with a soft touch to Nabucco for the lay-in. Ellen leads her players so well. Such a presence at that point guard position. And of course, thanks again to our ace camera crew here in the West Gym. We've got every angle covered for you on Clan TV. Gabe Lynn giving you all the different views from throughout this building. And fun to see the Clan getting on a roll. I want to let you know about the sponsors, the people that help bring Clan TV to the air, and we're eternally grateful to Nestor's Market, the official grocer of SFU Athletics. They're the local grocery store that, you know, they offer the full selection of items, organic, all natural, gluten-free, so much more. Visit Nestor's Market at the Cornerstone. As well, Charter Bus Lines, the official motor coach of SFU Athletics, proud to support all Clan teams and dedicated to providing safe and comfortable transportation to your games throughout the Pacific Northwest. CharterBusLines.com. Give them a visit. Check them out. They get the Clan to all their road games. Let's take a look at the Clan TV replay and Meg Wilson. And watch her eye the passing lanes, jump in there, and Meg with the strength to play through any contact. Scoring on the drive to the basket for a 28-19 lead right now. The Simon Fraser Clan with a 9-point lead, their largest of the game. And we are now 6-12 from the break. Cunningham with the basketball, a long stint on the floor for her off the bench. Looking for Hansen, tough going, so she'll kick it back out. And rejected! That is Meg Wilson with a big rejection. She comes out to slap the ball away. And what a job by Meg Wilson, rejecting Riley Kane and sending a message about what's happening in the interior of that Clan defense right now, really sending a message. Well, Kane didn't pay much heed. She went right into the paint, had a great look at it, couldn't find the finish. Montana State Billings determined but unable to come up with a point. Here's Nabucco. Ozzy, she's just looking for an open space on the court, and great vision to find Nabucco for the lay-in. 30-19, an 11-point lead in the battle underneath the basket. Great job by Rachel Fragile. This Clan team needed to rebound better. Let's take a look at that block by Meg Wilson, because these kinds of plays send a message to the defense. Don't come in our house here. And Meg emphatically with the rejection. Drynan back into the game. She finds Kett, look down low for Frage. This time Nabucco, and the ball passed to her off her ankles. Head coach Bruce Langford wondering if we're playing soccer here or what. The pass coming down low and booted, but he's talking to the officials. Into the game, just subbing in, is Taylor Jackson, number 12, and Sophie Swant, number 21. So some size and strength being added to this Clan interior defense. Here's Weeks. Jackson out to guard her. They'll swing the ball down to Hansen, and Wilson all over her. And Meg deflects the ball out of bounds. The Clan ladies up to cheer that play. So a great job there by Wilson. Suffocating defense right now by the Clan. Ooh, they're going to call a hold away from the ball, and I believe it's Taylor Jackson indeed. Taylor getting called for the foul. 13 foul, Taylor's first of the game. The Keller-Vine transfer out of Brookswood Secondary in Langley. Off the inbounds quickly. Cunningham with the ball, Kett guarding her. They'll look for Hansen up top. They were looking for Vanetta. Swant's going to get called for a foul. She grabbed the arm of Vanetta. And those are the kind you say, hey, you know what, we can live with it, because Sophie plays it so determined and so physical. You can live with those. Wilson went for the steal, leaves a wide open shooter, and Tiana Hansen will take advantage of that and knock down a jumper. And that's what MSUB has to do from their perspective. They have to make the Clan pay for their over-aggressiveness. This time they jump in the middle and get a steal with Riley Kane. And Kane will bring the ball back down the floor. MSUB wants to build that momentum one play at a time, and they're starting to do it here. 4:27 from the break. Kane with the basketball. Cutting to the basket, Hansen. Nice move to Vanetta, but they take the shot attempt away. But underneath the basket, unguarded, Tiana Hansen, and Bruce Langford wants to call for timeout here. The crispness and the, I don't know if you want to say responsibility, but it's just not happening defensively. A couple of baskets and just giving up a little too easy, and you know that's what head coach Langford is talking about in this short timeout. 4:14 to the break. 30-23, it's a 7-point lead, but a 7-point lead in which the visiting team, the Montana State Billings Yellowjackets, are starting to gain a little bit of momentum. Leading scorer on this MSUB team coming in, she started all 16 games for her team this season, and that's Riley Kane. She's averaging 11.8 points per game. Well, check that second leading scorer, Tiana Hansen, 16.3, is the scoring leader on this basketball team, but two double-figure scorers, and they're going to have to be big here tonight, trailing by 7, 4 minutes from the half. Taylor Drynan now to Kett, 2 point guards on the floor for the Clan. Is that going to be double trouble? Drynan with a 3-ball doesn't go. Wilson the offensive board, and they finish underneath. Weeks unable to put a body on Meg Wilson, and Meg right to the basket for the lay-in. 32-23, 9-point Clan lead. Tiana Hansen. Weeks now with the basketball. Jackson, Taylor doing a good job. Almost got a strip there. Hansen back up with the basketball. Wilson guarding her. Kane with the basketball. Shot clock's down to 7 for MSUB. The teammates are counting it down, and they don't get a good shot. But here is Weeks, and how many shots is Weeks going to be able to get? Finishing unguarded right underneath the basket. She does it again after the timeout called after her last made basket, and she scores it to restore a 7-point gap. Swant on top to Wilson. Drynan head fake, skip down low to Swant, kick it back out to Ellen, driving the lane. Kett on the baseline. And they're going to say that they had 3 in the key there, and they will turn the ball over. Elisa Homer set to check back into the game now. And Homer is going to come in, as well as Nabucco, as well as Frage, and as well as Sang. So 4 subs will come in to the contest. And the only player remaining on the floor looks like Kett. Count the heads, make sure you got 5 out there, ladies, and indeed they do. It's Ellen Kett with 4 subs now into the game, and Nabucco, Fragely, Homer and Tia Sang. Of course, Sang knocking down 2 triples back-to-back in that opening quarter of play. New personnel on the floor for the Clan is Riley Kane of the Jackets down the floor, Ket guarding her. Sang taking over on the baseline, making it tougher, but she's going to get the roll underneath the basket. Points in the paint, killing the Clan right now. MSUB gaining a lot of momentum here, only trailing by 5. Here's Homer driving baseline, kicking back up top. Van Atta got a hand on it, but Nabucco squeezed it. Now they're going to go to Fragile, post up, cross-court pass. Putting her head down and driving hard, Homer. That's a veteran play by Homer. Your team's in a bit of a scoring funk, so take it right at them. Don't let the shot clock ticking down disturb your poise. Drive hard and work for the trip to the free throw line, and that's what Homer does there. So Elisa making the first 33-27, a 6-point lead. Quickly looking at that replay underneath the basket on Clan TV. And the second free throw is going to go. Homer, great form, knocks them both down. Simon Fraser starting to get their offensive mojo back, they hope. Here is Kane. Back up top to Weeks, head fake, drives, finds her way, weaves through the defense. And I don't know what happened there, but the Simon Fraser Clan defense just seemed to go exit stage left, exit stage right, and they took it right to the basket, couldn't find the score. Cross-court pass, Homer wants the 3. Oh, and doesn't get the roll underneath the Bucco, and Ozzy will draw the contact underneath. Like a jet, she gets to the spot on the floor. Worth taking a look at if you see how fast Ozzy Nabucco gets to the sweet spots underneath the basket. Shot goes up, and I don't know if we're going to be able to see it here, but there you see Nabucco. Well, a rebound and an effort. That was the one that got her to the free throw line, but she is all over the floor. And earlier you saw her score 1 basket just standing underneath the basket. She got to the spot so quickly. And that's when you need court vision to find Ozzy Nabucco, because she gets places so quickly. It's Kane to Prevost. Back to Kane for the 3 off the back iron, and Sang with the rebound. 1:27 left to the break, and Ellen pushing over half court. Ket to Sang now. There's Homer. Sang teed up for the 3 and off the side iron. Guess who is chasing a ball that most would say no one would have any chance at? And there was Ozzy sprinting on the baseline trying to make the save. Grace Weeks now 43, checking into the game for Tiana Hansen, who's had a great stint on the floor for Montana State Billings. So Weeks is out there with Kane, Prevost, Van Atta, and Brina Hall. Here's a drive and a turnover. And they'll get the ball to Ket quickly. Ellen the dish underneath. All Frag had to do was run the baseline there because Ellen was going to get her the ball. The great skip through traffic. And Fragile knew it was going to be physical, but if she played through it, was going to get at least to the free throw line. She does just that. Let's take a look at the replay. Great look there as Frag takes it right into the defense. Rachel's second free throw. She makes them both here. Nice way to get to the later stages of this half with a 10-point lead in the final 43 seconds of play. Here's Hull with the basketball. Brina to Prevost for 3. Off the mark, and Ket with the rebound. It's about 5 seconds shot and clock difference here. 26 on the shot clock for Simon Fraser. Ellen will get it back, survey the chessboard, and look back at head coach Bruce Langford for some instructions. Homer back up top to Tia. Sang to Ket. Great job by Montana State Billings. They entered a Ozzy in the post. She's going to kick it back out. 6 on the shot clock for Kett. Look down low for Rachel Fransley, and that is the make that you wanted in the half-court set. 39-27. You milk the clock, and you put the Jackets in a tough spot here. They will hoist it, and they'll go off glass. That is going to count, I believe. Indeed it does. A big shot to beat the halftime shot clock by Riley Kane. It banks off the window, and that did count. I'll ask the scores. A made basket indeed confirmed, 39-30 to score. So Simon Fraser, after great execution by Fradgley, give up the 3 ball at the halftime shot clock buzzer. Not what you want, but still a solid first half for the Simon Fraser University clan. They did a solid job there. And we don't have any stats later. We're going to have an interview in a bit here. No, I guess we're going to have an interview right now. And we'll get a few quick ones in here, and I appreciate Meg Wilson joining us. We're getting our camera over here quickly, and Meg, thanks for joining us. Just talk about what a bounce back this has to be for you guys tonight.
Yes, absolutely. We had a lot of focus on last Tuesday's game, but Montana's a great team, so we spent yesterday getting ready for them and today. And I think we came out a little slow to start the half, but we're looking to change that coming out in the second.
Last question is, how much are you guys thinking about defense in this game today?
Absolutely, defense is a huge emphasis. We didn't do a great job in every possession, so that's something we need to change. Just talking more and making sure we're getting there with our feet, not our hands.
Thanks for your hustle. Thanks. Have a good second half. Meg Wilson of the Simon Fraser University clan joining us here as our guest at the break. 39-30 the score. The Simon Fraser clan with a 9-point lead and a chance to get back on the winning track. We'll be back in a bit. We'll give it 10 minutes or so and be back with some of the first half numbers, but we'll take a short break here and be back with more from the West Gym in a few minutes. The halftime score, Simon Fraser 39, Montana State Billings 30.
Strong character is created little by little, day by day. It is pushing through physical and mental pain, agonizing losses, and repetitive practices. I am JJ Pankratz, and I am ready for the new season.
It's on us to stop sexual violence.
We are Canada's NCAA team.
With 400 student athletes in 17 sports.
Together, we can end sexual violence at SFU.
To look out for each other.
And not look the other way.
To get a friend home safe.
To not blame the victim.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To speak up.
To step in.
To support those who need it.
To be a part of the solution, not the problem.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
Because consent matters.
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 Learn more about how you can contribute to a culture of zero tolerance towards sexual violence at SFU by visiting sfu.ca/sexual assault.
Because together, we can make a difference.
When I first came to SFU, I thought I knew exactly what I wanted. When I got into my second semester, I suddenly wasn't so sure what I wanted to do anymore. So I started to explore a little bit. Archaeology, communications, history, even kinesiology. And then I decided to go on exchange to France for a year. I was an orientation leader for a year, became a community advisor in residence, helped start a choir, I even took a rowing course. After SFU, I have lots of possibilities of what I could do, but whatever I do, I know I'll be ready for it.
celebrate. We're gonna make this day our own. So let's go, hit me like a supernova, let it flow over like an ocean with the sound explodes. Everybody's feeling alright. Yeah, let's go, never ever gonna stop the show. We gonna know it when we hit the road. Everybody's feeling alright. Everybody's feeling
Great leaders know their strengths and can call on the right strength at the right time. It's about setting an example to influence others so they can be better. I am Devin May, and I am ready for the new season.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
When I arrived at SFU, I was ready to pursue my dream to become a physiotherapist, which all started back in high school with my passion for athletics. But then I took a health sciences course and discovered that at SFU you have choices, incredible choices. It opened my eyes to a world of possibilities in global health, possibilities for my future I had never considered. But I really struggled with letting go of my first goal. And that's when I found out how much support you get here. Incredible support, so you can really explore all those choices, think them through, and choose the path that's right for you. Faculty and staff paved the way for me and helped me navigate my new path, and I've never looked back. At SFU, you're part of a real community. The faculty and staff know who you are, what your interests are, and they really go out of their way for you. Research projects, conferences, international studies, co-op positions, student leadership. At SFU, you get the best education you could possibly hope for and the most support you could possibly ask for. And now that I've graduated, I'm packing my bags for Oxford to start my master's degree. Here's my plan. I see a need for better bridges between ideas and action in global healthcare. And if I can help build those bridges, that would be a really fantastic thing to do. I'm ready, and if you put your mind to it, you'll be ready too.
Success is dependent upon drive and persistence. The secret to winning is having the extra energy to make another effort or try another approach. I am Addie Townsend, and I am ready for the new season.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect. If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
And welcome back, everybody, to Clan TV. Joined now by Clan assistant coach Jessica Wallace. And coach, some thoughts. Your team almost shot 60% in the first half, and maybe you should have a bigger lead than 9 points. I don't know how you guys look at that at the half.
We're shooting well. I hope we keep that up. We're doing a really good job of pushing the ball. Obviously, we have a lot of points in transition right now, so hopefully we can keep that up. On the other end of the floor, I think we need to do a little bit of better job of not letting them get second chance points. That's hurting us a little bit. They're a team that works hard, right? So we got to do the same thing.
And those were the ones that really got under your skin as a coaching staff. The second chance opportunities in the post. How much have you guys addressed that? And how much of the Western Washington loss was a well-timed wake-up call for you guys defensively?
It really was. I mean, we influence the same things every practice, every game. It's just about coming together and doing them. The girls know what they have to do. We don't always get it done, as you can see, but we're working on it. So.
All right, Coach. Thank you. All the best in the second half.
Thank you.
Jessica Wallace of the Simon Fraser Clan, the assistant coach, the lead assistant under head coach Bruce Langford, and really a topic of much debate after that Western Washington game. I don't know how you put it, down the stretch drive of a basketball game when you need stops and you have a guard like Taylor Peacock breaking the 40-point barrier against you. You need to stop her, but you also need to stop the stuff that's going down underneath. And Tia Briggs was able to really show and expose a lot of the warts in that Simon Fraser post defense game. So the emphasis really was put on that. Coach Langford, I understand, quite cranky in practice over the last couple of days since that loss to Western Washington. And we did see some flaws again underneath the basket with Tiana Hansen able to really affect things down low. And let's point out, Tiana Hansen is leading this game in scoring with 12 points. Not a huge number at the half, but look at her numbers, 6 of 7 from the field, and it was big. She's got 12 points to lead all players in scoring in this game. And although the Clan still led the points in the paint category 24-18, look at those 18 points that Montana State Billings scored, and they were a lot of, as Jessica Wallace, the assistant coach, said, second chance opportunities underneath the basket. The Clan have to clean that stuff up, because when they play the elite of the conference, it's going to come back to haunt you. There's so much fine-tuning that's being done here as we get towards the middle of the GNAC season. And it's got to get cleaned up because there's some big games approaching. Look at those standings. Alaska Anchorage 8-0, Western Washington 8-1, the Clan at 7-2. You can't afford to slip up when the leaders in this conference have won 11 and 8 games respectively. We're going to get a buzzer here to start the third quarter of play. And you know that was a topic of discussion as the 5 Clan starters come out on the floor here for the second half of the third quarter of play. Take responsibility down low in the paint defensively, and it's going to be a key here in the second half against MSUB. Here she is again, Hansen in the paint. The turnaround shot is going to go, and that is exactly what the Clan didn't want to have happen. You know that was a topic of discussion. And we just chatted about it a second ago. There's Hansen wheeling around one-on-one to score in the block. Looking for Nabucco underneath. Ozzy through the traffic, and there's some strength there from Ozzy Nabucco. You talk about the live body, you talk about the quickness, the hops, all that stuff, but also talk about some underrated strength to play through the traffic underneath as Nabucco gets to the free throw line. The foul called there against number 21, Alexei Prevo. Nabucco is going to make the free throw there, number 32, affecting things early. Riley Kane now coming back up the floor, Ket guarding her. It's Vanetta, Weeks, Hansen, Prevo, and Kane on the floor. Underneath the basket with a left hand, scoring it is Tiana Hansen. What in the world is going on? The Clan need to make things happen on the defensive end in the post. We ID'd it, and it's a sore spot again here to start this second half of play. 41-34, great look underneath the Meg, she can't get the finish. Ozzy with the rebound underneath, no call. And Tiana Hansen with the rebound, a great job there by Hansen, who really is making her presence felt in this game right now. Kane with the basketball, Riley the drive in the paint, and she will get the roll. 6 points, all in the paint. And a chance for 7 here as Kane gets the N1 opportunity, and Sophie Swant is coming in, and Sophie's not just coming in to play in the paint, she's coming in to enforce in the paint. And that is what they want of the number 21. It's to put a body on a body and be physical down low, because MSUB, as Kane misses the free throw, are getting too much easy stuff inside against this Clan interior defense. And you know, that's what Bruce Langford is talking to Meg Wilson about right now, right to our broadcast location here at the West Gym. Here's Swant. Wanted to enter to Fradgley, but a great job of defending her down low. Ellen Kett with the basketball now, looking for Swan underneath. Fradgley will clean up the garbage underneath. And Fradge, playing the garbage man, gets the basket underneath for the 7-point lead. Much needed basket for Simon Fraser. We'll see how that post defense plays on this series. Not much better. There goes Kane right to the basket for the layup. And another switch. Tia Sang comes up. And you know what's going on here. The Clan have to find a response. 43-38. Billings loving what's happening on the floor right now, because they've identified something. Now they go inside, they go out, and Weeks, the post, comes in to knock down a triple. This is a completely different basketball game. Right now, Simon Fraser needs time. Tia Sang will check in after this timeout. So a charged media timeout on the floor right now, but we'll keep it right here because there is some crazy stuff happening as we talk about the Clan and their post defense. It's deserted them here. They've gone from Meg Wilson to Sophie Swan. Tia Sang, after the last basket, runs to the minor officials table to check in. They score again. Let's take a look at what MSUB is doing. And Weeks pulls up for the 3. And that's going to be available when you're unable to stop them down low. If you're a smart team, you're going to try and establish that outside game as well. Then you've got the opposition on its toes, and you're dictating the terms on offense, and so on as it goes. Here's Riley Kane on the Clan TV replay. Here's Kane right into the paint. And the matchup's not working there as Kane able to score the basketball. So a great look there from our producer-engineer, Gabe Lynn. Exactly what we're talking about right now is this leak in the dam of the Clan interior defense. Sophie Swant back out of the game after a quick trip on, and Tia Sang, number 1, is going to bring a physical role to this defensive unit. It's Fradgley, Sang, Homer, Nabucco, and Kett on the floor right now for Simon Fraser. Kane, Prevo, Cunningham checking in, number 22, along with Weeks and Tiana Hansen, the offensive catalyst. Clan still with the lead, but no momentum right now. Kett with the basketball in the half court. Zhang's hit a couple of threes, and she's played well. Here's Homer, who could also deliver the three ball. Underneath, and Frage gets the ball and takes it right at Weeks. So Rachel Fradley steps up to the free throw line. The Clan with a 45-40 lead and a chance to make it a 6-point advantage. But that same passion and aggressiveness on offense has to be transferred to the defensive end, especially in the painted areas of this court, for Simon Fraser to get momentum back in this basketball game, and we'll see what they do here as Billings crosses half court. Freebo to Hansen, right back to Kane. Riley drives the paint, and this time met by defenders. Fradley in the middle of that fray, along with Homer and Sang, and the ball turned over, well, actually out of bounds, but 12 on the shot clock down for Billings. As Kane skips it down low, batted out of bounds by Fradley. You certainly don't want Tiana Hansen establishing herself down low. She's been a terror for Simon Fraser here in this basketball game. Quickly they go to Cunningham. She'll reverse it back to Kane. The entry in the post to Hansen into a double team on the baseline, and underneath, will they get the roll? They won't. And Fradley there, I don't know if you call that a semi-victory or not. You didn't give them a field goal, but you are giving them 2 free throws, and they are battling and very conscious of what they have to do down low. Sophie Swant will check back into this basketball game. Hansen makes the first homer out, Swant in. The two North Shore products spell each other on the floor. Van Atta now back into the game for a Prevo. Weeks and Van Atta, along with Hansen, Cunningham, and Kane, as Hansen makes the free throw. It's a 4-point lead now for Simon Fraser. Tia Sang, Sophie Swant. Kent back to Swant, thought about the three, back to Ellen, 13 on the shot clock, lots of time. Sang, 3 ball for Tia Sang, her 3rd triple of the game. And so the freshman knocks it down, and the focus right back to Simon Fraser's defense. What can they do here? They cut the angles off well and force the Billings Yellowjackets into an over and back. Simon Fraser to take the ball in the front court here, right in front of their own bench. Gozi will inbound the basketball. 5:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Ellen, great, was looking for Fradley going to the basket, but extension fingertips are huge sometimes, and Weeks, with the best wingspan on this team, is able to tip it out of bounds. 19 on the shot clock, Simon Fraser basketball. Sang with the basketball quickly. Swant wants to 3, knocks it down! Sophie Swant! Big triple for a 10-point lead. Simon Fraser is getting things going offensively. They want to play lockdown defense and see if that can't give them what they want here as Van Atta squares up, and she has a great 3-point shooting stroke. She gets all 3 of those back. Simon Fraser coming back down the floor. Poise and patience here essential, coming off of trading those 2 threes, and great look going to the basket. Nabucco collides with a body, no call made. Ozzy going to the basket, I think, felt that and really threw her off her delivery. Cunningham and Weeks will check out of the game. Prevo checking into the game, as well as Brina Hall, number 12. Back up top, it's Sang. Nice idea there as they look for Fradley going to the basket. The foul is going to get called. And that's going to be against Marissa Van Atta. The Billings, Montana native, the hometown girl, getting called for the foul as Wilson back into the game for Nabucco. Meg took a pretty extended seat on the bench there. She should have some good energy to bring as she takes the ball on offense now. Meg Tsang. Ket. Skip to Wilson on the baseline, and she is hammered to the floor. I believe laying on the lumber there was Hansen. We'll see how they make the call. Instead, it's Vanetta that gets called, and Meg's going to get a couple of free throws here. She was pounded to the hardwood on a great skip pass as she made her way to the basket. Meg taking some hard knocks, as they like to say. Look at the Clan TV replay here as she makes her way. Ket's going to find her coming on the baseline. And there she is, knocked back by Vanetta. So 52-45 with some free throws pending here for the SFU Clan. And the old adage about how tough this GNAC conference is, we thank Zahid Valley Hassan, our statistician tonight, for the numbers. Tough games, even from the teams below you in the standings on a given night, as we continue to look at the replays here on Clan TV. Sophie to Ket. And Sang's triple. Thea having a great game tonight. She's got 3 triples in this game and done a great job. As we look at the numbers, 3 of 4, all threes, 9 points for Tia Sang. Fragile leading the way with 13. Nabucco with 10. 7 points as well for Ellen Ket, who has 5 assists in 25 minutes of play. Tiana Hansen, 18 points. Riley Kane, 11. Marissa Vanetta with 7, the leaders for Montana State Billings, who have only made 5 trips to the free throw line all night. The Clan set to shoot their 12th and 13th free throws of the evening. Not a lot of free throws overall in this basketball game. Making good on the first. Some of the Clan players not seeing a lot of time today. Samantha Beauchamp with 1 minute in this game, and she often is a huge part of that front court rotation, more often than not, just with a single minute on the court tonight. Riley Kane, Brina Hull. Kane's going to get it back and go to Prevost. Good defense on the perimeter by the Clan. 11 on the shot clock, down to 10 as the Billings Yellowjackets can't get a sniff here. Kane pivoting all over the place, down low. Once you get it to Hansen, though, it's a different ball game. She's unable to score at this time, though. And Wilson very quickly back up the floor for Ellen Ket. Ket. Taylor Jackson pivoting, trying to find a way around Hansen, can't do it. Hansen is a very, very special player. Defending, scoring, getting you toughness in the tough areas of the court. Here's a jumper off the mark there by Prevost. And Meg in flight over the court to Ellen Ket. Wilson gets it back, quick entry down to Taylor. Turnaround up and under move doesn't work for Taylor Jackson. Ket with the basketball now, assessing the situation. Puts up the 3 and knocks it down. Ellen Ket with a triple. Well, much needed for Simon Fraser. It's a 12-point lead off the Ket triple. Ellen assessed every situation on the floor, decided instead might as well put up the 3 ball, and she knocks it down. Riley Kane and the Jackets want a response here. Here's Kane, stripped of the ball by Ket, gets it back though, great play. And they get the ball to Brina Hall for the 3 ball. Swat with a nice tough rebound to get her team back up the floor. Jeananne Lemelin also on the floor wearing number 14 as Jackson goes up, stripped out of her delivery by Riley Kane. Tia Sang out of the game after hitting that big 3 ball. Taylor Drynan, freshman, now back into the game. It's Taylor Cunningham, number 22, and number 41, Marissa Vanetta, along with Grace Weeks. And Hansen is one of the 3 Jackets to take a much-deserved break here. With 2:52 left. A great job off the inbounds, but just didn't develop as quickly as Wilson would have liked. Meg fights through it, gets the ball back, and scores it against 2 Yellowjackets in the paint. There's a toughness factor there for Meg on the offensive end of the floor. This time, though, the aggressiveness, I think, will catch up to the Clan, and perhaps Sophie Swant, indeed, will get called for the foul. So let's watch Meg Wilson again, and let's look at the stick-to-itiveness underneath the basket. Can't make it, gets the ball back, creates the space with that jab of the shoulder, and Meg creates what she needs down low as Sophie comes out of the game. Sam Beauchamp in, and we mentioned Sam had only played a minute in this game. Hasn't played since the early moments of the opening quarter, if I'm not mistaken. There's Prevost down in the corner to Cunningham. Jumper from Kane from the baseline corner off the mark, and Wilson makes a big leap to get it. And it will go off a Yellow Jacket, I believe, off of Weeks, and the Clan keeps possession. Kent now with the basketball in a 14-point lead. The Clan have done it slowly but surely here in this third quarter of play. Here's Taylor on the baseline. The reverse won't go for her. Sam can't squeeze the rebound, and Taylor Dryden chasing after a loose ball on the floor. Great job by the freshman to hit the hardwood there in pursuit of that loose ball. So the foul is going to be called against number 21, Lexi Prevost, in that battle for the ball, and Dryden earning some free throw trips here. So Dryden scoreless in the game thus far, but stepping up and making it happen from the free throw line. Great job by the freshman. Montana State Billings with a 16-point deficit. They were really digging in their heels, building some mo, and a lot of it's disappeared here. Great play by the Clan. Kent with a deflection. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Yellow Jackets, I believe. 2 or 3 miscues with their post defense prompted acute attention from the Simon Fraser bench. 2 timeouts were called, 3 subs were made, and it changed the whole tenor of the basketball game as the Clan tightened things up on defense. Vanessa G will check in next for Simon Fraser. 1:36 remaining in the quarter. Here's Ellen turning a corner. Lefty off the glass, won't go. Jackson pursues it but can't get in front of Riley Kane. Billings will make a couple of subs here. We'll get you those in just a second as Jackson tumbles to the floor. So Taylor Jackson getting called for the foul. Vanessa G, as we mentioned, in as well. 14 and 34. It's Jinan Lemelin and Tiana Hansen, of course, checking into the game. So Montana State Billings making some changes here, down by 16 points. Hansen with the basketball. Prevost will give it back to her at the top. Drive to skip in a good bit of ball movement here by the Yellow Jackets, and wow, Taylor Jackson is having a real tough time out there. You feel for her, trying to draw the charge, is going to get called for the foul. Called for the block, so tough segment there for number 12. So Hansen at the free throw line. Tiana gets the make there. One of 2, Beauchamp with the rebound, and the Clan set to continue to build on what they've been working on here over the latter stages of this third quarter. Now down to under a minute remaining. Wilson to Dryden. They find Wilson on the baseline. Meg, great move to the basket by Meg Wilson. 63 to 46 now the score with 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Clan were giving up too many easy hoops in the paint, and they've wanted to change that in a big way. Jumper for 3 is going to rattle home. Nice effort there from Taylor Cunningham. The Spokane native knocks down a 3 ball. Much needed for the Yellow Jackets, who now trail by 14. G cross court up to the top. Pass from Wilson intended for Drynan, knocked out of bounds by Cunningham, so 5.5 seconds left for the Clan here for the end of this third quarter of play. Simon Fraser made its statement, it addressed its weaknesses, and it got back on track here, all in this third quarter. There is a little floater by Wilson that won't go, and that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. Simon Fraser, 63, Montana State Billings, 49. Howard Samura here with the fourth quarter in just a few moments here on Clan TV.
The road to greatness is not marked by perfection, but by the ability to constantly overcome adversity and failure to get better. So never give up and never give in. I am Ben Meinecker, and I am ready for the new season.
Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. A successful team beats with one heart and believes in one goal, together. I'm Caitlin Earhartson, and I'm ready for the new season.
Upcoming games here on Clan TV. Welcome back. As the Simon Fraser Clan with a 63-49 lead after 3 quarters over Montana State Billings. January the 26th, the Simon Fraser team is on the road to begin a 2-game road swing in Portland against the Concordia Cavaliers. 2 nights later, January 28th at Western Oregon against the Wolves in Monmouth, Oregon, a 7 o'clock start for both of those games. And then February 2nd, back at the West Gym as the crew from Nampa, Idaho, the Crusaders of Northwest Nazarene, will pay a visit. The next Clan women's home game here on Clan TV. Taylor Drynan's gonna stay on the floor as well as Vanessa G. They'll keep that roster from the end of the third quarter. Whistle blows there as Vanessa drives to the basket, a foul committed. The 4th foul of the game against Lexi Prevost. Vanessa G showing some good burst there to draw the foul. Drynan quickly inbounding to Beauchamp, who is fouled. And the foul's going to go against Tiana Hansen, I believe. No, I'm mistaken. So Riley Kane getting called for the foul. And that's her second of the game. Sam Beauchamp at the free throw line. Swishes the first. Beauchamp playing the best basketball of her Clan career the last couple of weeks, really exerting herself and getting a lot of the intangible stuff done. She goes 1 of 2 from the stripe, 64-49, a 15-point lead here as we get underway in the final 10 minutes of play. Measuring it up and draining it, thank you very much. Got to get a hand in her face because she'll hit that every time. It's Riley Kane, and that gets Bruce Langford up off his seat and walking down the bench. Vanessa G cross court to Drynan. Taylor looked to turn a corner, lost the ball, and Montana State Billings with numbers 2-on-1. Van Atta's gonna pull up and knock it down with some cool poise from Marissa Van Atta. She had the numbers, elected not to use them, pulled up and knocked down the 12-foot jumper. And that's gonna bring Ellen Kett off the bench for the Clan. Drynan, 3, bingo! Taylor Drynan with a great look, and she swishes the 3 ball, the freshman out of Gonzaga Prep. Sweet stroke there from Taylor Drynan. 67-53 on the baseline, driving and kicking up top, moving it around the horn. It goes to Riley Kane, and she is going to find a way to weave her way through traffic. And no surprise, Riley Kane and Tiana Hansen are the 2 leading scorers on this MSUB team. They know how to get things done, and they take advantage of any lulls they see defensively. Here's Wilson, head fake down, skip underneath to Jackson. Taylor can't get the finish, but battling underneath, and Meg Wilson is going to get the finish underneath. An offensive rebound and a putback for a 14-point lead here. And Kevin Wooden, the head coach at MSUB, making some changes, going to bring Weeks back into the game. Needs some height down there to prevent the Clan looks down low. Turnaround shot there by Van Atta in the paint, though. And that makes it a 12-point game. Both teams upping the tempo, the ante on offense right now and getting things done. Here's Beauchamp. Sam will get it up top to Meg Wilson. And that's the G to Dryden. Taylor's pass to Beauchamp, deflected. And Lexi Prevost able to come up with the basketball. She'll find her point guard Kane quickly to Cunningham. Feed the post, one bounce kick. Vanetta loves this shot and she will miss on the three off the back iron. But that was playing right into her wheelhouse. Number 41 can stroke it. Here's Dryden, and as she brings the ball down the floor, head coach Bruce Langford wants a timeout. It's going to be 4 subs coming into the game after the break. It's going to be Ket, Sang, Nabucco, and Fradgley. So expect those big changes coming out of the break. And hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. Like we said, it's going to be a few moments before the next women's broadcast here on Clan TV, but the men will be here on Saturday, trying to bounce back from their 9th consecutive loss of the conference season, falling to Central Washington tonight. Some real good fight from head coach Steve Hansen's group, but the second half, a different story. Central Washington and their dynamic guard duo able to really inflict some damage and come away with a victory here over Simon Fraser on the men's side. The Simon Fraser men in action here. You can see it Saturday at the West Gym. Let's take a look at this Taylor Dryden 3. Really extends well. Great form from the freshman. And we don't have to tell anybody south of the line the basketball lineage of Gonzaga Prep. But up here in these quarters in Vancouver, where we had NBA basketball for 6 years, and I covered that team, the Vancouver Grizzlies, and I watched how many times did I see John Stockton come into General Motors Place and slice and dice up the Vancouver Grizzlies along with Karl Malone and Jeff Hornacek and company. It was a great Utah Jazz team that we got to see up here in Vancouver for 6 seasons. And I got to tell you, maybe just a snippet of my NBA career. I voted for Karl Malone the year he was the MVP. I actually had an MVP vote, and I voted for the mailman, and certainly as the old cliche goes, he continued to deliver, and that was a great team to watch. Howard Samura here with you on Client TV. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast. 7:12 remaining. Brina Hall bats it right into the hands of Weeks, but Simon Fraser able to come away with it. Fradgley to Sang, now to Ellen Ket. The Aussie point guard to Frad. Great look underneath to Fradgley from Wilson. Is there a better high post passer in the GNAC than Meg Wilson? She drills it to Fradgley underneath. Fradge, no problem at all. Used to the mustard on those passes and is able to put it up and in for the 2 points. 71-57, a 30-second timeout called. Let's take another look at that pass. Great bullet down low, and the layup there from Rachel Fradgley. A certain part of Ontario cheering very loudly right now on that 1-2 combination. As Meg Wilson of A.B. Lucas in London, Ontario, sending the bullet pass to Rachel Fradgley of St. Thomas Aquinas in London, Ontario. The great high-low duo here at SFU, and they're really building some great chemistry. Meg Wilson back, of course, after missing an entire season with an injury, and look at that pass to Fradgley on the baseline for the layup. Here's Brina Hall to skip up top to Hansen. Hansen back up top to Hull. Cross court to Vanetta. Ooh, almost out of the hands of Kane. She corrals it as Nabucco tries to guard her. Nabucco stays right with her. And the ball surrendered to Wilson. Look at that defensive sequence. That's all Ozzy. Really frustrating the offensive player to the point where the ball is just coughed up and swallowed up by a Clan teammate. Here's Ket now with the basketball. Ellen to Sang. Ooh, right into the hands, telegraphed into the hands of Tiana Hansen by the freshman. And Vanetta, good hands to control that, but her shot well off the mark. Billings gets it back, and the great job there by Fradge to block the shot of Weeks down low is a big play for Simon Fraser as Wilson down to Nabucco for the layup. And Ozzy gets fouled right underneath the basket. A great bullet pass in transition by the Clan. Let's take a look at that replay here on Clan TV. Getting things moving in transition. Wilson, my gosh, she's absolutely lethal from the high post with that delivery. And Nabucco makes good on the first. If Meg's got the ball and you're cutting to the baseline, you better get your hands ready, because we use one word, mustard. There is some velocity on those passes from Meg Wilson. She drills the basketball down into the post. Nabucco again with a make, 73-57. Simon finding some comfortable confidence here in the middle stages of the fourth quarter. Here's Kane. Slows it up to Prevost. Turnaround shot's gonna fall for three, and she made a great move to really knock Ellen Kett back. Kett seemed a little stunned, but she was able to create some space and really consider the full form of that three-point launch, and it got off a great shot that was nothing but net. Here's Franch, turnaround move up and under with the left hand, can't get the finish, and the rebound ripped down by Brina Hall. Kane, change of pace, skip on the baseline. Cunningham, they'll get it back up top, and Prevost the kick. Cunningham with that three ball. She's got a nice arc on that shot, doesn't go, but the rebound by Montana State. Billings, and oh my gosh, it's Kane knocking down the triple. And just like that, it's a 10-point game. Here comes Montana State Billings knocking down some three balls. They're going to bring Taylor Jackson back into the game. Will the Clan? Vanessa G to Ellen Kett. Kett drives, kicks it back up top. Wilson, this time she takes the three, in and out of the cylinder, and into the hands of Sophia Wass, number 31, seeing her first action of the game. Kane with a basketball, cross-court pass now. It's Prevost working off the Wass screen, but can't get any traction. So they go back to Riley Kane, 10 on the shot clock. Great defense by the Clan here as Cunningham, the kick back for the three to Prevost, off the side iron, and a great rebound by Ozzy. She skies to get that basketball, seals her defender, and is able to come away with a basket. Gee, great look down low. Frasley cut off quickly, quick pass. Great decision by Rachel to kick it back out for the wide open three. Kett couldn't knock it down. Here's Kane, skipping it underneath, and too much traffic, too much Frasley and Nabucco underneath, and trying to split the defense, couldn't do it. Frasley coming out of the game for a breather, and Taylor Jackson coming in out of the game. Sophia Wass and Brina Hall will take a seat for Montana State Billings. Van Atta is number 41, is out there along with Cunningham, Prevost, Kane, and I believe Hansen. So those are your 5 Yellowjackets on the floor right now. A 10-point game, not a lot of safety here for the Clan right now. They're giving up 3 balls. Ooh, I think Ozzy's going to get whistled for a foul there. She tried to slap the ball away. We'll see what they say. So Nabucco with a pusher, second of the game. Shot clock here for MSUB as they lob it out to Cunningham. Reset with Kane at the point guard spot. Kane's crossover move into the paint. Tough shot, fading, can't get it to go, but great rebound by Van Atta. And Marissa just wanted to do what she could to draw contact. She went hard and she went up and she invited the contact. So free throws coming up for Van Atta. Different week for Simon Fraser. Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. So a lot of games in a compact short period of time, and they're going to look forward to the break. No game on Saturday for this Clan women's team. Here's Kett, cross-court pass to G for 3. over the goal. Ooh, is Taylor getting called for another foul? That's a tough break. Nope, they're just saying white ball, excuse me. So Simon Ball, 21 on the shot clock, 3:08 left in the game. Off the inbounds to Taylor Jackson, too easy. Taylor, no mistake there for the basket, and it's a 75-65 score for the Clan. 3 minutes remaining. Prevost cross court, Cunningham. See what they can do to set up a 3-ball here. Kane's gonna penetrate. They're gonna get a medium range jumper. It's gonna rattle in from Marissa Van Atta. So an 8-point lead here for the Clan, who have to keep producing. Montana State Billings on a bit of an uptick here the final 2 or 3 minutes. Here's Kett's 3. It's gonna fall for Ellen Kett. As she falls to the floor, Kett knocks down the 3. 78-67. 11-point lead for the Clan. Van Atta's shot as Jackson closes out defensively. Off the mark for number 41 of the Billings Yellowjackets. Down to 2:18 remaining. Simon Fraser's Kett coming back off the floor with the basketball. Wilson will take it. They'll enter to Jackson. Turnaround from Taylor. Playing against Tiana Hansen in the low block, and Jackson with back-to-back baskets now for Simon Fraser. Riley Kane's head fake against Kett. Saw off there, it's gonna go out of bounds. Let's look at that replay on Clan TV as Kett quickly across the floor. And a basket there from Jackson. Back to live action now. Familiar number 5, Ellen Kett bringing the ball up the floor to Wilson. Meg on the baseline, quickly to Taylor from 15. Jackson will knock down the shot from 15. Taylor, 3 for her last 3 from the floor. Heating up in a hurry here off the bench for the Clan, 82-67. So great to see Taylor with the touches and the makes. And there's Prevost with the jumper, won't go. Kett on her knees, keeps the dribble alive like a globetrotter, and gets it back as she crosses half court. Down low to Jackson, 4 for 4. Taylor in the low block. The turnaround shot's gonna go. Taylor's hit 4 baskets in a row, 8 points for Jackson. And a timeout being called, I believe, right now by Kevin Wooden, the head coach. And boy, I'll tell you, Taylor Jackson getting things going. She had a really rough night tonight in terms of picking up some fouls and things not going her way on some gimmies in close, but 4 straight baskets now for Taylor Jackson, the Keller Irvine transfer out of Brookswood Secondary in Langley. Of course, Taylor's high school career is star-studded as they come. Championships every year under head coach Neil Brown. And after a year at Keller Irvine, where she got some quality time, decided she wanted to come back home. She's a homebody and loving her time atop Burnaby Mountain. But this time, becoming the offensive threat down the stretch drive of a game that you could say Simon Fraser's in control of, but with 3 minutes left, a 10-point game, you just never know if you're going to start hitting shots. And there's enough quality on that Montana State Billings team to not take anything for granted here. So Jackson has given them some nice insurance. She comes back out onto the floor along with Meg Wilson, Elisa Homer, Ozzy Nabucco, and Taylor Drynan running the point. Ellen Kett getting some well-deserved rest. Kett's been logging huge minutes. Riley Kane, change of pace, dribble, doesn't fall for her, but she draws the contact, I believe, the foul being called against Taylor Drynan. It's only her first in the game for the freshman. Drynan loved that 3-ball she hit earlier, so take a look at that Clan bench. There's Ellen Kett. Here's Weeks up top, the pass corralled and refocused by Kane. Jumper from 17 is not going to draw iron there. That was Sophia Wass, the freshman out of Manhattan, Montana. Cunningham now back into the game for Montana State Billings. Cunningham, a freshman from Lewis and Clark and in Spokane, and Dryden, a freshman from Gonzaga Prep. Off the inbounds, it's Brita Hull with the lay-in. So Hull doing a good job there to get the N1 opportunity. Simon looks like they've done it though. It looks like they've built that cushion to where they needed 15 points with 40.5 seconds remaining. Simon Fraser, if you look at those GNAC standings, they have to keep pace. It's so huge right now for the upper reaches positioning they want against that streaking Anchorage team, and of course their arch rivals, the Western Washington Vikings. Here's Meg driving, can't get it to go, 23.2 seconds remaining, 84-70 is the score. And of course the top two teams in this conference are going to get byes in the first round of the GNAC playoffs. Those are coveted spots, and Simon Fraser would love to get one of those two spots, but what a battle it's going to be. And it's going to go through Bellingham without question. As we get down to 20 seconds left, Carmen Dolfo's squad at Bellingham, the Western Washington Vikings, certainly another rematch with Simon Fraser upcoming, this time on their home court. Underneath the basket, it's Cunningham able to score it, 86-72, 11.2 seconds left. And what an effort for Simon Fraser here tonight. When they needed to clean up some things defensively down in the low block, they did it, and it proved to be key as they win this game 86-72 over the Montana State Billings Yellowjackets. 86-72 the score. So Simon Fraser now going to 8-2 in the conference. A quality effort by the Clan to come through with a victory here tonight as the Simon Fraser players and the Montana State players exchange their post-game pleasantries. Simon Fraser getting done some things that really revealed themselves as being warts in the earlier part of the third quarter. We'd love to get some numbers here to share with you before we go off the air. I'll just let our producer Gabe Lynn know we'd love to hang and give some numbers out. And if that happens in the next few moments, we'll do that. But Simon Fraser with a great effort, and as usual, freshmen, veterans, everybody chipping in to this effort tonight, and it was great to see those smiles as the Simon Fraser players depart the court here at the West Gym. Big efforts tonight from Meg Wilson, Ellen Kett as usual, as well Ozzy Nabucco, a solid game as a freshman. Taylor Jackson getting red hot down the stretch drive with a 4-for-4 shooting performance. A lot of quality performances. Tia Sang, the freshman, with a good three-point shooting effort. So to run down some of those numbers, and we'll start with Montana State Billings, who are 6-11 and 3-6 in the GNAC now after this loss. Three players in double-figure scoring, led by Tiana Hansen, 19 points, 7 rebounds in 33 minutes of play. There's 18 points from the point guard Riley Kane and 15 points from Marissa Van Atta. Top rebounder, as we mentioned, Hansen with 7. On the other side of the ledger, 4 Clan players, very even at the top end. Meg Wilson leading the way with 16 points and 11 rebounds. She also had 3 steals and 4 assists, only turned the ball over once in 29 minutes of play tonight, so a great day for Meg Wilson. Rachel Fradgley with 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting. That percentage for Fradgley continues to soar. 2 assists, a block, and a steal as well. Ozzy Nabucco with 12 points on 3 of 5 shooting, and Ellen Kett 5 of 7, including 3 triples, 13 points, 7 assists, and 5 steals. So a great job there as the Clan shoot 55% from the field overall, en route to improving to 8-2 in the conference, 17-3 overall. We're going to bid you farewell now. For Gabe Lynn, our producer, for Zahid Valley Hassam on stats, I'm Howard Samura. We will be with you soon with more action on Clan TV.
Engage the